Welcome, welcome to the AEW Dynamite post show. It's your boy ABE from DET.
And I am that bald bro from the NYC.
The Bald brothers are back together. It's been about a month or so. Had to take a little break, but what a night to come back to, man. Great professional wrestling tonight by Tony Khan and AEW. As usual, this is just a regular now, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man. Listen, 2025, we're almost three months in, but I think they've been on a great roll as of late. I mean, everything seems to be clicking right now. They're in a good momentum going forward, and tonight was no different. Good show, I think, from start to finish, but can't wait to talk about it.
Before we get into wrestling, can we just talk about your new quarterback for a second? Russell Wilson signing to the New York Giants. How you feel about that ball, bro?
Listen, look at my quarterback room right now. I got Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, and Danny DeVito. If anything, we're gonna have the most entertaining quarterback room in NFL history. You're gonna get endless hilarious quotes from Jameis Winston, like just eating W's, like in the pregame, hyping up the team. Then I know somewhere Russell Wilson's like looking in a bathroom mirror now, just practicing like what his tagline is gonna be, like Giants Nation, let's ride, or Giant or Big Blue. Let's go. Like I know he's practicing somewhere. So if anything, it's gonna be the most hilarious 5-12 season ever.
Definitely. Shout out to the wrestling the pod. He says, "Yo, we don't talk about him." Okay, we're getting to pro wrestling. We are getting to pro wrestling. Do not
Yeah.
worry about it. AEW Dynamite starts off with Kenny Omega defeats Blake Christian. It was a damn good match. Christian is a hell of a wrestler, man. But
Oh yeah.
afterwards, afterwards, he gets a word from both of his opponents, Bailey, Speedball, and Ricochet, and both make their case on why they will be taking the title away from Kenny Omega at AEW Dynasty. I am looking forward to this triple threat match. I like Speedball. I like his interaction in AEW. He came in on a good note. Not quite sure if his mic skills, he was too comfortable tonight, but he tried. He'll get better just like Ricochet did. But wrestling wise, it's no warming up for that guy. This is going to be a balls to the wall triple threat match, and I cannot wait to see it. But your thoughts on this opening match with Kenny Omega and Blake Christian?
First off, put some respect on Vanilla Baby, okay? Put some respect on Blake Christian. If you guys have not had the honor, the privilege of watching this man wrestle, whether it be on Ring of Honor, whether it be in GCW, the Indies, and now AEW, you only got a taste of what this dude can do in the ring. And I saw a lot of people moan and groan when this match was announced, and this that. I'm like, dude, first off, it's a match with Kenny Omega. He's gonna do just fine. And even though the match was about 8-9 minutes, you got a taste of what Blake Christian can do in the ring. That makes you want to see him more. Whether it's Ring of Honor, AEW. I mean, more Blake Christian is not a bad thing. I mean, it's always fun. You get the crowd always singing that Jack Harlow song all the time.
Right.
I don't like the whips and chains.
The
Can't tell me
disrespect.
every time, bro. I was at Final Battle Ring of Honor back in December. They did the TV tape and they kept singing that damn song throughout his entire match all the time. But listen, Blake Christian is awesome. But man, listen, it's about the damn wrestling god right here. Kenny, by God, Omega made
Yes.
kind of short work of Blake Christian. He was all business, setting the tone for Dynasty. Like you said, not just Ricochet, but Speedball, Mike Bailey. And shout out to Ricochet. He was
Yeah.
not there tonight because where was he? He was getting married.
Yes. Yes, he
Married, man.
was.
Listen, my man is winning in the ring. He's winning outside the ring. I mean, come on, man. Like this dude is firing on all cylinders right now. But
Right.
man, that triple threat at Dynasty, I know it's only gonna be April, but good luck to all the wrestlers and all the promotions beating that match for match of the year. Because those are three demons right there in the same squared circle. When the bell rings, it's gonna be beautiful chaos, and I cannot wait to be there live and witness the magic.
Yeah, shout out Ricochet. He is definitely winning. He is somewhere right now saying, "Aha!" Better believe. But next up, after that incredible opening, we get MJF calls out MVP and to let him know he accepts his offer, but out comes the tag team champs, Bobby and uh, Bobby and damn, I've slipped.
Mr. Shelton
How
Benjamin.
could I I've been off a month, people.
It's
Forgive
all
me.
good, man.
Bobby, Lashley, Shelton, Benjamin, and he extends his hand. MJF thinks he's going to shake it, but he asks for the card. He rips it up in MJF's face. Maxwell didn't swing on him. MVP got in between them. Maxwell walks off saying, I'll see you. I'll see you later. We'll talk about it. So maybe it's not quite over. We see later on in the evening, he's thinking about it. How do you feel about how this went down with MJF? Possibly, maybe not joining Hurt Syndicate.
It's very interesting to say the least. I mean, at this point of MJF's career, I think the last thing we might expect is him joining up with a faction, like kind of being that follower role right there. So it's a little bit of an odd twist, but an even bigger twist is we get Lashley and Benjamin coming out there disagreeing with MVP, like, nah, we don't want him in our group. Everyone who knows MJF, like, he's trouble, man. He's not to be trusted. So is there underneath motivations from MJF joining the Hurt Syndicate? More than likely, yes.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that you get a little dissent within the Hurt Syndicate. MVP clearly wants them. The other two don't. It adds another layer to the story. But we'll see how that unfolds in the next coming weeks. But right after that, we get freaking Big Bill
Mm-hmm.
and Brian Keith coming out there laying down the challenge for the tag team titles. But MVP's like, nah, man, listen, there's no freebies here. You got to earn your tag team title opportunity.
I
So
like
this
it.
Saturday on Collision, it will be Big Bill and Brian Keith versus Top Flight. Possible number one contenders match, maybe not made official yet, but I can't wait for Collision. But I mean, well, first off, damn MVP, why'd you have to cut down the Redwood Big Bill like that, man? Just
Right,
tore
man.
tore his ass up in that promo. Like, dude, just
Let him
chill.
breathe.
I know he's big, but he's sensitive too, man. Come on
Right.
now.
That bothers me sometimes when wrestlers go off script to kind of outdo others. I know you got to be a professional and step up to it. Maybe he was being the veteran, trying to show him, hey, be on your P's and Q's, get ready. But yeah, sometimes I don't like that, man. I was
Mm,
showing another a wrestler. But it is what it is.
yes, sir.
Whoever wins that match, Top Flight, Big Bill, Brian Keith, they will definitely be sacrificial lambs to the Hurt Syndicate for sure.
Absolutely.
After that, this was a damn good match, man. With the assistance of Mark Davis, Kyle Fletcher gets the win over Brody King. Afterwards, though, Hobbs comes out, cleans house, laying out both Mark and Kyle Fletcher and leaving Don Callis running right before his match against Mark Davis. I like Hobbs being involved in this. And Brody King took a hell of a spine buster to end that match. Man, that was a hell of a spot. I was worried for a second, a big guy like that taking a move
Yeah.
like that. But shout out to Brody King. Cannot wait for him to get his day in the sunshine because he truly deserves it. But Kyle Fletcher, the young stud, getting pushed to the top. Your thoughts on Brody King versus Kyle Fletcher?
I mean, this match went about as how I thought it was going to be. I mean, it was hard hitting from start to finish. And listen, like you said, it's the continued ascent of Kyle Fletcher to the top, to the moon. Keep pushing this kid. I mean, like I said, even losing to Osprey in that cage at Revolution, he lost absolutely nothing. I mean, like I said, it's scary to think at 26, he hasn't even touched his prime yet.
Right.
You've seen I know there were a lot of nervous people back in October when he joined up with Callis, when he shaved his head. Like, I don't know how this is gonna go, but man, you you talk about one of the best like on-screen decisions made in recent history. That's it right there. I mean, this kid is gonna be a future main eventer. He's gonna be a future world champion. But I say even before future world champion, maybe nice little mid card, maybe a little TNT title or international title down the line. I
Mm-hmm.
think that belt will look very good on the Protostar. But like you said, that spot, that finish on Brody King, that freaking brain buster on the top rope onto a big guy like Brody, like I said, it scared the hell out of me, but he
Right.
hit it clean. 1, 2, 3. And here's something that I texted you during the brawl
Yes.
between Powerhouse Hobbs and Mark Davis. They come back from commercial. We see the security guards breaking up everyone. And in my corner screen, I'm like, Yo, is that Von Wagner? It's freaking Von Wagner doing work on a Wednesday, which is odd because I thought he only works on Tuesdays.
Yep.
Shout out to Richie Mars for that damn. I knew he was gonna be the dude in the group chat, like hit me with that quote. I'm like, Richie Mars is right on time as usual. But yeah, Von Wagner, okay, doing security work. Maybe he gets in the AEW ring in the future. We shall see. Let's talk to Kyle O'Reilly, see how he feels about that. But man, it's AEW. Never know who's gonna turn up.
Right, definitely, definitely. And like I said, after ours, Hobbs came in the ring, and that led to his match with Mark Davis. Which Hobbs, it was a good match, big man. I like Mark Davis, man. I like his move set. I like his in ring ability. He's a great wrestler, but Hobbs is on a mission right now. He's being pushed as well, just like Kyle Fletcher. So Hobbs gets the win. Your thoughts on this match?
It was quick. It was effective. Two big meaty men just meeting right in the center of the ring. No flips, no dips, no dives. Just straight up right hands, elbows, power slams, and it was quick to the point. Like quick little 6 7 minute match, but it was effective. And listen, man, shout out to Davis. I was a little worried for the guy. Like I don't know, him being by himself, not in a tag team anymore with Kyle Fletcher. But dude, he has shown out the last few weeks. I
Definitely.
mean, he's a good hand to have on your roster. I mean, definitely good hand for the Don Callis family to have. But yeah, listen, Hobbs with the win with the beautiful spine buster for the 1 2 3. Hobbs, another one, young talent, onward, trending forward. I'm going, you know, uh, interested to see what the rest of 2025 looks for him.
Definitely, definitely. Next up, I like this segment. We get Swerve. Well, actually, before Swerve, it was Hangman. You get an interview with Renee talking about he looks forward to getting the world title. Swerve gets in his face. I've been looking forward to this altercation with the two of them. But Swerve gets in his face, like, you getting in my way. I'm next up for the AEW title. That's interesting seeing that interaction right there. Possibly we could see Hangman getting involved with Moxley versus Swerve. Who knows? But your thoughts on this backstage segment?
Listen, these two going forward, it feels like they'll always be forever like intertwined.
Yeah,
But I mean, listen, I cannot get enough of Swerve and Hangman on my TV together. I mean, let's see what happens. I mean, I know he said yeah, sorry, I got some static coming in. All right, you can hear me good?
yep, I can hear you good.
All right, sorry, I had a second. But listen, yeah, let me start. Listen, man, my Hangman and Swerve on my TV screen all the time. I'll never get tired of that. These two are the definition of fight forever, in a sense, man. So it's interesting the dynamic right now. We know Hangman. Is going to be in the Owen Hart tournament going forward. That's months down the line. What happens in the months in between? With Swerve going for the title and Mox, does he cost Swerve the title? Does he inadvertently help him? We're gonna see going forward. I think we'll find out sooner rather than later. Maybe at Dynasty. I'm not sure, man. But like I said, I can never get enough of Swerve and Hangman interacting together.
Definitely. We got a comment in the chat from Tony Hayes. He says, "Greetings, everyone." And he also says, where are we at with this comment? Mark Davis has a big ass. He has got to be tough to pick up or move him in the ring. He is a big boy. Yes, those was two meaty men going at it. No Diddy tonight for sure. Great match. Great match. Next up, though, after the Swerve and Hangman interaction, Rated FTR clears the air with each other, or not so much, but they do all agree to challenge the Death Riders for those trio tag team titles at Dynasty. But there is definitely something fishy going on with Dax Harwood and Adam Copeland. You can see it clear as day. But your thoughts on this segment backstage with them?
Yeah, I mean, definitely some tension in the air. I mean, mostly from Dax's side.
Right.
Some clear and obvious frustration. I mean, like I said, Cope is like 0 for 2 in title opportunities right now. So, and he kind of feels like they've strayed away from their original goal in AEW, that being tag team champions. But like we said, there's clear and obvious tension and maybe a little dissent in the group. But we'll see what happens at Dynasty with the trios. Titles on the line against the yeah, against the Death Riders, but it's something interesting to see. I mean, I kind of feel for a while that the FTR, they needed a little pivot, they need
Yeah.
a little change. They kind of been a little stale for a while, so I wouldn't be surprised of maybe a possible heel turn in the very near future with FTR. I think it's much needed at this point
Yep.
in their AEW run right now.
Definitely, definitely. Shout out to Mav Salazar from SCW. Make sure you go follow him on Instagram if you're not already. He says, "Swerve when I drive." I see you over. I can hear you over there dancing,
Hmm.
matter of fact. But yeah, Swerve 100%, man. Killing it right now. But next up, speaking of Swerve, we get the segment Swerve and John Moxley, where Swerve and Moxley are face to face in the ring talking about their upcoming match with Claudio right behind Prince Nana, waiting on him to make a move. And then all of a sudden, Marina comes down, but Swerve is one step ahead as he has Willow had his back. She comes down to be reinforcement, so to say. Swerve goes on and let Mox know that Dynasty, he intends to take back his title and let everybody know whose house it is, which it is Swerve's house. This was a dope segment. Afterwards, Willow and Marina, they actually get into a little tussle. They had to be separated. I'm looking forward to Marina getting out of her bodyguard role and getting back into wrestling. So hopefully this is a nice transition between her and Willow coming up soon. More wrestling for Marina. She's already killed it. She's developed her character. Now let's get back in the ring, get some wrestling going. Your thoughts on Moxley Swerve segment? This was dope.
Great segment, great back and forth promo. I mean, I think these two are the top of their game, like when it comes to like just the bars that they're throwing at each other back and forth. I mean, Mox, he's not 100% sure if he thinks Swerve is that guy, the one to take over the man who was AEW champion,
Right.
and Swerve on the other hand, he doesn't think John Moxley is who he thinks he is, who he's been claiming to be all this time. Like, is he the old John Moxley, the former AEW World Champion, who he doesn't carry the belt around anymore, so he kind of thinks he's lost his luster in that. But I mean, listen, is there anything more adorable than Willow coming down to the ring with a damn steel pipe in her hand? Like, there's nothing that will make her like not look adorable and great. But I mean, like you said, we need to see Marina in the ring away from that bodyguard role. We're gonna see that next week. We got an intergender tag team match: Swerve and Willow versus Mox and Marina.
That's gonna be a
That's
good one.
that's gonna be good, and I need to see more out of Marina in the ring, one on one with Willow. We'll see what happens. But listen, the promo segment, I think it hit that line that Swerve had. He's like, you've been in Texas death matches. I've won Texas death matches. So I think they're setting the tone for Dynasty. I think it could go either way, but hopefully, I think Philadelphia will be Swerve's house by the end of the night.
Definitely 1000%. But after the Swerve and Moxley segment, we get Top Flight defeats Alex Finley in Devo Night. Clean match. I'm liking where Top Flight is headed. Like we said earlier, they are getting a number one contender match between Brian Keith and Big Bill. The winner seems to be headed towards the Hurt Syndicate Slaughterhouse. What your thoughts on this match?
I mean, I get why the match took place. There's two hometown guys getting a
Yeah.
match in front of their home crowd. Great pop from the crowd. They were into it for the most part. So like you said, it was to showcase these guys' abilities, get them ready for their number one contender match, more than likely on Saturday against Big Bill and Brian Keefe. But yeah, like you said, whoever wins is going to be sent to the slaughterhouse, essentially against the Hurt Syndicate. It is what it is. But good showing for them. Like I said, nice for them to be pulling the card tonight, get that nice hometown crowd reaction. So good on them.
Definitely, definitely. After that, we get Takeshna. I don't care how many times people like want to hate on him and just say he's just a hardcore wrestler. He is entertaining, but he did get the L. Takeshita defeats Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe, he always deliver, man. Always. I don't care what it is. He's going to entertain you. It may not be a 6-star classic, but you will be entertained, and that's what I was. But definitely Takeshita defeats Mark Briscoe. Clean match, leading up to the main event. Your thoughts on this one?
I mean, listen, you saw Briscoe and Takeshita on the card.
Right.
and you shouldn't be surprised on the outcome. I mean, great
Right.
match back and forth. I mean, Briscoe's the type of dude you could put him in a match with anyone, and from bell to bell, he's gonna give you the best possible match for the crowd and everyone watching at home live. Like you're gonna come away from the match very pleased and liking what you see. But Takeshita, I mean, listen, this dude's on a whole nother level right now. Even after losing his title to Omega Revolution, I still think the sky's the limit for this dude. He's another one. Like I said with Kyle Fletcher earlier, he's a future world champion. It's only a matter of time. But
Definitely.
Takeshita looks great. I mean, great match with Briscoe, and interesting to see where he goes. Moving forward. I know next month he actually will be facing Hiroshi Tanahashi at New Japan Windy City Riot, his final match on American soil. So I mean, damn, what an honor for Takeshita. That's how highly that they must think of Takeshita to give him that honor to give Tanahashi. But I mean, like I said, the sky's the limit for this dude, and he's going to be a good one for a very long time.
Definitely. Definitely. Then that leads us to the main event of the evening. We get Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm versus Megan Bayne and Penelope Cruz. And Megan Bayne gets the pin on the champ, getting the 1, 2, 3 shoulders to the mat before the upcoming match. This is clearly an indication that she will not be defeating Tony Storm if we're talking 50-50 booking. But Megan Bayne is an absolute star. She's got everything. She's got the look. She's got the moves. She drives all the guys. Wow, wait a minute. She's not Shawn Michaels. She is Megan Bayne, but she is definitely a heartbreaker. 1000% a bona fide certified superstar. But your thoughts on the main event?
Bro, listen, we've watched wrestling for so long. We've heard some crazy ass chants from live wrestling crowds. I don't know if I could say that what the new team name for Thunder Rosa and Timeless Tony Storm. Thunder
Thunder tits, I'll
Thunder
say it.
Tits, yeah, why not? Thunder
Why not?
Tits is trending right now. I'm pretty sure on Twitter. So a fan in the front row already had a sign that said Thunder Tits. Like,
Like
so
how?
they came with a blank canvas and marker, were ready to go. They
Right.
were chanting Thunder Tits the start of the match. But great fun main event. First off, 2 weeks in a row, the ladies have main evented
Yep.
Dynamite. You love to see it.
Love it.
And my God, first off, we gotta pay some mad props and respect to Miss Penelope Ford.
Yeah.
She was out almost a year and a half with injury, like in a time where there have been so many other women on the roster who have stepped their game up and have risen up as stars. She came back from all that time off, and she has not missed a beat. As a matter of fact, she is caught up, and she is right there as far as some of the best performers on the women's roster. So major respect to Penelope Ford. She's another one you could put in the ring with anyone. She'll make anyone look good. But it's about Megan Bayne, Tony Storm. I mean, Tony like hit her with a hip attack. Megan just stood up and ate that like nothing.
Yep.
And then, like you said, she finished her off with the F5 essentially. And I understand we're used to our brains are fixated big all 50-50 booking. That means she gonna lose the paper. No,
Right.
Tony, no, we can't do that. You gotta continue the push to the moon. Here's the match that you model their championship match after. Cena, Lesnar, SummerSlam 2014, where Lesnar destroyed Cena from start to finish. That's what that match needs to be. She needs to dominate and decimate and obliterate Tony Storm. Send a message to the entire women's division that she is not one to be messed with. Bow down to the mega sis
I
that
hope
is
you're right.
Megan Bayne. Please don't fuck it up, man. Come on. It's right there. Just no 50-50 booking. To the moon with Megan Bayne. Bow down.
You'd rather see a Megan Bank because you know if she wins, they'll continue that feud for a few more months. You rather see that than Tony Storm pivot to the belt collector?
Not yet. It's
Not
too
yet.
soon because Mercedes has other business with another champion on another company.
Mm-hmm.
A
Mm-hmm.
certain leader of minions. But we'll get there when we get there. But like I said, let's worry about Dynasty first. I need Mega Bane to destroy Tony Storm.
Man,
No even match, no nothing. SummerSlam 2014 when Lesnar destroyed Cena from bell to bell, hit him like with 5, 6 F5s. Give me that same vibe with the ladies
I
11
wouldn't
years later.
I wouldn't mind that at all, man.
Hmm.
Megan Bain to the moon. And on a scale of 1 to 10, Barbara, what you giving tonight's episode?
I'm gonna give it a solid 8.8 in my opinion. I think very good show from start to finish. Like I said, the crowd was great tonight. They definitely help out with the show. I mean, good promo segments. You pushed some storylines forward. We get the great matches as usual, but I thought it was a great vibe, great atmosphere with the live crowd. Like I said, I mean, watching wrestling all these years, you got crowd chanting thunder tits at the end of your wrestling show. You must be doing something good, man. Something memorable. Yeah, I give it an 8.8 out of 10 in my opinion.
8.8. Guess what? 88 is my favorite number. So
Ah,
I'm going with you tied up. 8.8 for me as well. I was gonna go a lot lower, but you saying my favorite number, I had to agree with you. I liked it. Solid show, beginning and end, and just Megan Bain is like, man, she's just so amazing to me, man. Like in
dude.
so many ways. So many ways. But I'm fascinated to see what they do with her and what levels they take her. We shall see coming soon, man. What's
Well,
going on with group chat, man? Let them know, man.
man, listen, Group Chat Wrestling Podcast, we are on fire right now. This past episode, we had the great Johnny Bebop from TikTok on this past episode. If you know Johnny from TikTok, great follow, great content creator. I had to give him some ribs, being a 76ers fan, I'm a New Yorker, not going too great for them. But yes, this past episode, we had the great Johnny Bebop from TikTok on this past episode. So please give this previous episode a listen. Group Chat Wrestling Podcast on all podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple iTunes, YouTube, everywhere, guys. And we're gonna be going video soon. And guess what? We got bigger things coming along the way. Like I said, we'll be doing video hopefully very soon, and maybe got a very big surprise along very soon, very soon. I can't confirm it yet, but you're gonna like what you see.
Definitely make sure I second everything he said. Group chat, go follow, subscribe. Make sure you put on all notifications so you don't miss anything they got coming up in the future. And as far as myself, make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. Season 2, episode 2. As you've seen probably last week, we got a new in-studio show, kind of like The View meets professional wrestling. Myself,
Mhm.
Meeks Mayhem, Chuck Jordan, Coach DTM, and Ron T the Icon. Tomorrow, we will be discussing the greatest factions of all time. So make sure you
Ooh,
guys check that out, 8 p.m. live on only YouTube. But man, good to be back, bro.
good to be back, brother.
Till next time, though, it's your boy ABE from DET.
I'm that ball bro from the NYC.
You guys been tuning in to the Holy Shhh Podcast, AEW Dynamite.